How we going, folks? Welcome back to the Nightmare Cabin. It's my first day off. I've not long woke up, just done 6 nights. And last night, on my last shift, a video that no one was expecting popped up. And I'm guessing you've all seen it by now. You've all formulated your own opinions as well, which I want to read in the comments. But yeah, we spoke about it before when it was announced. I've done a couple of videos on it, so it's only proper to follow it up. The new Nevermore lineup has been unveiled, and we've got interviews and rehearsal footage. So this nice little video, which is about 40 minutes long, just over 40 minutes long, by Ola England, who's the guitarist in The Haunted. He's filmed it and edited together quite a nice video. And my approach has always been not against it per se, but you are playing with fire, and you've got a task. It can be done, but you've got to do it right. And I'm pleasantly, I'm happy to say so far so good. And I think that's pretty much where I would leave it for now. I think, as per usual, there's no middle ground these days. People are either just completely writing it off. People I know, people that have been on this channel, are just like, nah, I'm not entertaining it at all. And other people are just like, it's like, guys, they've not just released a new album. Like, you're acting like this. But yeah, anyway, so let's go through it bit by bit. So it starts off, they're in a house. You start to think as well, like, why are they rehearsing in a house? Why don't they use a proper studio? But it gets revealed later that they're actually like renting out a house at the moment, and it's in the middle of nowhere. And it looks like they've got this little retreat where they can go away and rehearse. And apparently they're putting together 24 songs for a potential hour-and-a-half headline set, but they're going to be starting with festivals, and I guess based on how those festivals go, whether the booking agents take it from there. So so the new lineup is, obviously you got Jeff Loomis and Van Williams. They're the two original members. Half of the Nevermore always a steady 4-piece. They were a 5-piece, but that second guitarist was always a revolving door, and a couple of albums were recorded as a 4-piece. So Jeff Loomis and Van Williams on drums, and now on new bass player Samir Ozarkan, Jack Katoy maybe on guitar. So you got two. It's a new bass player, new guitarist, and then, obviously the one everyone's looking at, Bazan Onen on vocals. And, so they start off with the River Dragon, which sounds good. Now, this rehearsal footage, it doesn't sound perfect, but you wouldn't want to. If they tinkered with the sound and really polished it and everything, it wouldn't be rehearsal footage. So, it's a bit echoey and a bit thingy, but it's rehearsal footage, but it's fine. And I think that's probably the best thing to do. But they start off with the River Dragon, and you're a bit like, okay, all right, fair enough, okay, steady. And then it starts off with Jeff and Van being interviewed. They sort of give you a bit of background about what the thought process they had and why they would thing. And as I said before, look, they've got a back catalogue that's just sitting there, and do they really want to start? And with Jeff, he was in Arch Enemy for about 10 years. Does he really want to start again with a new band, that no one's going to listen to? And then you get Engines of Hate, and then it cuts to It starts off with they're talking about a thing. Now, at the moment, I was watching this at work, but then I was doing something, and I brought up another window and started messing about with this, and all of a sudden, it kicks into Sentient 6. And I had to go, hold on a minute. Like, are they playing... Like, is this footage with Worrell? And I had to, like, stop what I was doing and watch. It was like... And that I was taken aback by. I was like, whoa. That does sound good. And then it cuts to the new members being interviewed. And yeah, the guitarist and the bass player, so Jack and Samir were quiet really, but it kind of focuses on Bazan, and I've got to say the guy was very likable, and he's well aware of what he's taken on. You know, apparently they had 650 applicants, and they've narrowed it down to him, and I guess he just sent it off, and it's like buying a lottery ticket, isn't it? You know, you've sent it off, you've done what you can, and they've whittled it down to him. But he was very respectful, as he says in the thing. Nevermore's, you know, his favourite band, and Worrell Dane was one of his biggest influences, and it's an honour to be there. And yeah, he was very respectful, and he was very aware of this position and task that's let's, you know, and I hope for him it's not a poison chalice, you know. And then it cuts to, we get the Heart Collector, no, Beyond Within, which was you know, that was, I wasn't expecting. It was like, oh, nice. And then that was really good. And then the Heart Collector finishes it off. And at the end of the thing, the five of them are sitting there, and it's like, right, this is going to be a good band, regardless of the circumstances. You look into the backgrounds of the new guys, and they all know what they're doing. And yeah, this is going to be a good band. End of. Now, one could argue, I'm trying to see this from every angle. You could have formed a new band, and you could have called it, I don't know, I'm looking at them. You could call it Enemies of Reality, maybe. You could have called it This Godless Endeavour. Or just Godless Endeavour. That'd be a cool band name. And you could play Nevermore stuff with your new album that's released under a different name, but throw in some Nevermore songs. And then on the anniversary of certain albums, play certain albums in full. Yeah, and you would have been playing small venues, and yeah, you'd been playing to hardcore fans, and that would have been that. It's all well and good people saying that, like, oh, they should start a new band under a different name, but that never works. And I'm that guy. I'm the guy that buys the solo albums. I'm the guy that buys the new band, and I go and watch them, and I sit there in a half-empty venue with 10 other saddos, and yeah, and it's just like, where are you lot? I remember having this argument when Alice in Chains brought out Black Gives Way to Blue. They should have released it under Jerry Cantrell's name. Should have done a Jerry Cantrell solo album. Oh, really? So Mike Enns and Sean Kinney drummed on and played bass on Jerry Cantrell's first album. The first Jerry Cantrell album is Alice in Chains. It's just not got Lane on it. Did you buy that one? No, of course you didn't. You know? It don't work like that, guys. You can get Godless Endeavour. Yep. And you got... Who's this? Oh, it's ex-Nevermore members. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. And that would be it. That would be it. It's the Nevermore logo that gets you on the festivals. It's the Nevermore logo. And even then, you know, if they'd gone, it's a new band featuring X thingies. Right. No, it's Nevermore with a new lineup. All of a sudden, people are interested. Even if it is negative. Even if they go there and they hate it, they still will go there. And that's the difference. You've got people in the door. Now you've got to win them over. This is exactly what Ronnie James Dio was talking about when he replaced Ozzy Osbourne in Black Sabbath. That lineup was going to be a new band. The management went, you're mad. New band, you're starting from ground zero. With Black Sabbath, even if they hate it, they're still going to check it out. And that's what you want. You want interest. Same with Thin Lizzy as well. They got the new lineup. You've already got 3 albums under your belt. You've been on top of the pops. The name is established. People don't give a shit about the members. People care about the name. And I've said it. And this is no respect for Warrell Dane. We all love Warrell Dane. I shouldn't have to spell that out. But the fact of the matter is, and I said this when I've said it time and time again, but it's true. Singers, sorry. If Queen can sell out Wembley Stadium without Freddie Mercury, none of you are safe. That's it. All bets are off now. And anyway, yeah. So I looked into. So obviously I've got on Metal Archives, and I looked into Burzan, and he's got some pretty good. He's got a pretty good back catalogue under his belt. He's in a bunch of bands, and it tends to swing between power metal and thrash. Although he is involved in one death metal project, and I would say I would check. Oh, he's also got a YouTube channel where he's like a vocalist. He does like covers, and there's a bunch of Nevermore songs on there as well that you can check out. Look, when it comes to singing Nevermore songs now, the guy is more than up to the task. The guy knows what he's doing. He's going to smash it. I've no doubt about that whatsoever. Here's the problem. Right, let me talk about what I was... anyway, I had a listen, and I didn't listen to the whole albums, but I listened to a couple of tracks and sort of breezed through. And I can recommend Cryptic Roots, Aeonian Justice, the album. That is really good. Check that one out first, and then check out My Torment, and that's a self-titled album. That's pretty good. Yeah, check those 2 out, and yeah, the guy knows what he's doing. And then check out his YouTube channel. He does loads of covers, the Queensryche covers, Maiden covers, so on and so forth. I think the thing with really, this is the kicker with this particular band, when we're replacing a vocalist. Now, say this was, I don't know, Iron Maiden or Cannibal Corpse or something like that. Their lyrics are about stories and about, universal things that can be applied for anyone. The kicker with Nevermore is that Warrell Dane sang personal lyrics, and he poured his heart out. He sung about grief, addiction, and his personal struggle, stuff that he was going through, his own emotions, his own thing. Yeah, but the thing is, the reason that people love it so much is because they related to it. So Burzan has to channel himself into these songs and make those songs his own, which I think he's gonna. Here's the kicker. Yeah, it's personal lyrics, and that's when it gets thingy, when it's someone else singing them. But what I'm worrying about is when it comes to the new material, how's what Burzan's going to write going to fit, going to continue with the back catalogue? That's the thing that remains to be seen. But anyway, it looks very good on this video. It does look like the band are genuinely enjoying themselves. It looks like they've got good chemistry. This looks like this can be a new chapter for the band. The fact of the matter is, Burzan, Jack, and let's quickly look up that other guy's name. I forget his name. Do apologise. Burzan, Samir, Jack, and Burzan. They've already impressed. They've already won over the most important audience, and that's Jeff and Van. Now the next thing is, how is this going to work live? We're going to find out in April, aren't we? That first gig, I think, is going to be streamed everywhere. And then the real test is going to be the new album. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess. Again, I've no doubt that this lineup of musicians are going to make a really good album. It's just, is it going to be Nevermore? But time will tell. That's all there is to it, really. And but yeah, it's good. It's good. Like I say, it's I'm apprehensive as but I think I'm being won over bit by bit, and the footage, you watch it. I watched it again, and yeah, it's looking good. And when you watch Bazan's covers as well of I watched him doing Queensryche. I Only Dream in Infrared, or I Only See in Infrared. That's really good. And yeah, he's got a couple of Nevermore songs on there as well. And the guy's definitely got the chops for it. So yeah, we will see. We will see. But it is looking good. That is my thoughts on the subject. So let me know what you think. Are you going to go watch them, or are you going to write it off? You know, it is what it is, folks. Anyway, I will catch you later.